Hello, 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 YouTube. Good afternoon. So, looks like the change of my schedule is going to happen between this week and next week. So my reviews will be later in the day. Since I do them outside, I try to do it based on how the weather is. And since it's been really chilly in the morning, I am pushing my reviews off towards the afternoon. To make life a little bit easier on me because I don't do so well with my arthritis and everything else with the cold. So, excuse me a moment while I share this feed out. Today we are going to be reviewing a strain called Tony Danza. A very good strain. Yummy, yummy, yummy. For those of you that are going, hey, that's really familiar, you're probably thinking of Tony Danza, which would be his distant related cousin. So we are going to check this out in a moment. Okay. Sorry, it takes me a minute to get all of these shared out, but we are going to do this very quickly. So I already wrote up the review for the most part in one area. I already did most of the research here. Tony Danza is a 50-50 hybrid, so it is both sativa and indica. It's got a really good balance between the two. We're looking at about 20% THC and 1% CBD. So it's kind of nice this way. Just to kind of give you an idea. This is Tony Danza. It is a really light golden tan color, so you can really see the gold in there, which next to the packaging, the reason why I did this is because you can see the gold in the black of the packaging and their logo, and you can see how close the shatter is compared to that gold standard. So I think it's just absolutely beautiful. Very, very clean, very, very nice, great tasting smoke. So Tony Danza is a super rare, evenly balanced hybrid at 50-50, created through crossing the infamous Triangle Kush Triangle Kush and Georgia Pine strains. Like its parent strains, Tony Danza has a super sweet, earthy pine aroma that has just a touch of lemony Kush. The flavor is of sweet lemons with a notable pine exhale that's smooth and fresh. Tony Danza's high hits you almost as soon as you taste it, with an immediate cerebral rush that leaves you feeling organized, energized, and ready for anything. I don't know about anything, but we'll find out. As your motivation and focus builds, your body will become completely relaxed with a tingly body high that washes through your entire being with giggly waves of euphoria. This effect will leave you feeling calm and at ease rather than weighing you down or leaving you sedated. Paired with its high 20% average THC levels, these blissful effects make Tony Danza perfect for treating conditions such as chronic fatigue, appetite loss, insomnia, depression, and chronic stress. This bud has tight spade-shaped olive green nugs with dark amber hairs and coating of vibrantly bright amber colored crystal trichomes. Sounds amazing. So guys, don't forget to hit that like button on these videos. We are trying to build up our canna pack right now. I think we are just under 700 subscribers on our YouTube channel, which is amazing. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get the canna pack up and moving. Let's show the world how cannabis helps all of us on a daily basis. So, because it is the month of October, I have my little skeleton dab stick here. Excuse me. So, I don't have papers out here. Each one of these little packets comes with a gram, and it's usually in a little tan wax paper. I moved it over to these clear sheets so that way I have my dog below me. I have Rappy down there going, here mom, just step over. So I put it in here because it's easier to show you guys with these plastic sheets. I don't have to worry about dropping it in the sand because nothing is worse than smoking sand, let me tell you. As I fall over, one of these days I am going to actually land on my butt and it will be funny. So we're going to go ahead and pull off a nice little dab here. I have been redecorating the studio because I have some people that I've invited over in the next week or so, and I wanted to get the studio all cleaned up for you guys because I wanted to do a big review to where we're all, we have 4 or 5 people all reviewing the same cannabis, simply because I want to see how it reacts with all of us, because we're all going to have a little bit different effects to each one of these concentrates. And that is, I highly recommend that you guys do some of this research, see how it does affect you, keep a journal, keep this stuff written down, because as it pushes forward, when us advocates are getting together, this is our proof showing that we're trying this, we're seeing what it does, and we're giving it the time of day that nobody else really is. So I highly recommend keeping a tasting journal. It'll help you keep track of your favorites, it'll help you keep track of your not so favorites, and it'll help you keep track of some of those really odd ones. Like when I start getting a really bad migraine, there are a couple oddball strains that really help with those migraines. Paris OG is one of those. So I always have a little asterisk, or so there's usually some type of a marker on my book, on the different pages of my book, and each one of those markers means something different. And it's funny because my husband will go through the journal and he's like, what does this check mark mean? And I'm like, I'm not telling you, figure it out. So he's like, well, does she like it? Does she not like it? What does it mean? So he's learning, and it's kind of funny. So I have my Chanel West Coast Daily High Bong here that we are smoking on. I believe this was September's. We still have October's to come out this month and the next. Today's the 9th. So it usually gets shipped out around the 15th of the month. So about another week, we should be opening another Daily High box. So let's go ahead and get her going. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We need all the subscribers to this Cannapack that we can get. Hit that bell if you want to know when I go live. All of my reviews from this point on are going to be done live. The reason for that is because I want you guys to get as perfect of a tasting as possible. So if I over dab, you're gonna see it. If I under dab, you're gonna see it. I mean, anything, the good, bad, and the ugly is gonna be in these reviews from here on out. So they're all gonna be live. I want you guys to have as good of an idea of what we're doing here as possible, so that way you can see how that's helping me. I wanna know how it's helping you. I kind of messed up on the September giveaway between all of the freaking surgeries that I went through. I never had an opportunity actually put up the September giveaway. So I am going to put up the same giveaway for September that I did, or for October that I did for September. We are going to give the stash box away and on Halloween. So, yeah, make sure, in order to win that stash box, you're going to need to make sure that you hit that subscribe button. If you are not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you can't win. So hit that subscribe button. We are approaching 700 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to give away a subscription box. I have not decided where we're going to get the subscription box to give away at yet, but I want to make it really cool. I want to make sure there's some good pieces in there. So yeah, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to give away a subscription box, and then as we get closer to that 1,000 subscribers, I'll let you guys see where we're where we're gonna get it from and what's gonna happen. I swear to God, if you land on me, I will scream and run just like I did the other day. I don't do bugs, ever. Sorry, I am a big baby when it comes to bugs. And it's flying around me. I swear to God, I'll run. You kill it, Rappy. Get it. Get that bug. Get that bug, Rappy. So, here it is. This nice, beautiful dab. Tina Danza, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as you can see, I have a little metal ball in my balm that will help oh yeah, very fuely. Very fuely. Wow. And I thought race fuel was a fuely one. Wow. So on this bad boy, because of how fuely or diesel-y this first part of the hit is, it doesn't mean it's dirty. Some strains do get that natural diesel flavor in the growth, and it is something that they do have. However, when this does happen, please remember that you are going to get that burn to your throat. Make sure that you have some cold water, something available to wet your whistle. Oh. Oh. That diesel is like right there. But it does have a very sweet citrus berry undertone to it. So it is a really overbearing diesel flavor. Once you get through that, you're going to get that very sweet that kind of trails off at the end. With this particular strain, with it being a 50-50, you're going to feel this one just as much in your mind as you are in your body. So this is a good one if you're suffering from a lot of pain, if you're suffering from nausea, if you're suffering from stress, anxiety. Be careful, however, with the headaches and migraines because of the diesel flavor. Sometimes that diesel flavor can push that headache into a migraine. So that's why I try to get you guys to understand why I'm pushing some of these. If you are a migraine sufferer like me, you have to be careful. Doing smaller dabs at one time it works very, very well. It's very helpful. Doing repetitive small dabs back to back, if you have one of those little e-pens or anything else, which we do have a new e-pen review to do either tonight or this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon. I haven't decided yet which. I haven't decided which one we're going to do yet, but it is a new one. It is also by Yukon, the same brand as my other one. My other e-pen lasted us, oh my goodness, my other shatter pen lasted us 2.5 months. But we used it every day, every single day. So let's see how long this one lasts. So this is the upgrade to it. Has a bigger well. It has a dab it has a dab container in the bottom. It charges easily, and it's eyeballs for Halloween. I love my eyeballs. So skeletons and eyeballs are always some of my favorite companions during Halloween time. I really, really like them. So yes, very, very good. Arizona Organix. Let's go ahead, push this up here. Thank you guys. It is beautiful. And I did get the comment as far as the wording being backwards on my banner and on all my wording on here. Yes, it is going to be backwards simply because I run all my video and everything off of my pad and my phone, so I don't have a camera per se So I can't flip it. I'm still trying to figure out if there is a way to flip it to where the FMC is correct and you guys can read it correctly, or free my cure. But that's what we're here. That's what I'm here doing. I am in Arizona reviewing the medical dispensary weed here in Arizona. I am a legal card holder in Arizona. Both my husband and I are. I use it because I am cancer and cannabis. You know, what is a better marriage than two great things? You can take some of the best parts of Big Pharma and add it to cannabis to come up with a treatment that will be very beneficial to you. We'll be able to relax that cancer away, hopefully. And that's kind of why I do this. I use concentrates on a daily basis to help me with chronic pain and chronic nausea. And I know you guys are like, chronic nausea. What exactly does that mean? Chronic nausea means that I will get and do get sick to my stomach every single day, and I have for the last 20 years. So I was having to take Phenergan, Compazine, and so many of these other different medications to help keep your cookies in your tummy. However, I'll tell you what, the best thing that I have ever tried as a cancer patient is cannabis. It has helped me more than you know. I'll get up sick and I'll get up nauseous every morning now, but I don't throw up every morning, which is amazing. If you've spent even 1 week of your life getting up completely nauseated and vomiting, you're going to know that's going to be absolutely the most miserable week of your life. It is just the way it is. It sucks. I'll tell you what, the flu, it sucks. I can do a cold, I can handle the runny nose, I can handle the sore throat. Make me throw up daily for a longer period of time, and yeah, just shoot me. I hate it. I like food. I have always enjoyed food. I've always been very, very afraid of food because food has always made me feel gross and yucky, and it's heavy in my stomach, and my stomach doesn't like to digest it, and it makes me sick, and it's like this snowball effect. So I will push off eating for as long during the day as I possibly can, because I know the minute I put that first amount of food in my stomach, the next two hours are going to be hell. So that's what I use cannabis for. That's what this really, really helps me for. I don't want to have an eating disorder for the rest of my life. I mean, I've already had it for 25 years. I don't want to have it anymore. I don't want to have an eating disorder for the rest of my life. And this is a safe, clean alternative for me to be able to get myself to where I don't feel sick and to where I actually feel like I want to eat something. And that is a huge, huge thing. If food makes you feel sick, you stay away from it. And I've done that for way too many years, and now I'm kind of starting to get back on my own little 2 feet here, being able to eat at least half a meal a day. And that's kind of broken up throughout the day. Throughout the evening for the most part. If I snack several times, I do a lot better than if I eat meals and this. So it's easier if I run over and I have a few grapes and I just snack on those, and then maybe some carrots, or if I have something else that I can eat and I can just kind of slowly snack and graze throughout the day, I'm 10 times better off than I am trying to make that, that dinner every single night and sitting down every single night and eating that meal. That is really, really difficult for me. I do sit down, not sit down. I do cook a meal. I do cook dinner here at least 5 days out of a week. The other 2 days we may do leftovers. My husband may cook, something like that. We may do pizza because of where we live. If we wanted, we can do takeout, but we don't get delivery out here. There is no delivery. So it kind of puts those options really at bay. We don't have like a McDonald's really, really close that we can run to, which also really sucks in turn because I love Starbucks. And there are a lot of mornings that I'm like, I could really go for Starbucks coffee. And yeah, that's not going to happen when you don't live close enough to a Starbucks to be able to go do it on a daily basis or every other day or something, you know, to reward yourself for doing your job, I guess. So yeah, Tina Danza is a great strain. It does make me feel better. It has dropped my pain level. Before I started this dab, I was at about a 7, 6.5, 7. I had smoked a few times throughout the day, trying to get a few things done. I'm now sitting at about a comfortable 4. I do still have some of the back pain. And I am still trying to heal from, I did have tape issues. So all of this is still pretty, this is all where the just tape ate my skin apart. So I am still healing from that. My last surgery was almost a week ago, so I'm healing pretty well. I have not driven since the surgery, but I have ridden in the truck, other than on the way home from Tucson. The truck sucks too, let me tell you. The implant is right here. So as you can imagine, it's this size. Okay. So as you can imagine, when you sit down, you're going to have this pressure right up against the lower back part of the seat. Well, when you go over bumps or when you breathe, for the most part, it hurts like hell. So I have done my very best to staying out of the car, simply because it's very uncomfortable. I know that we do have a Costco trip coming up. My husband's going to have to go with me this time because I am still on a weight limit restriction for the next 5 weeks. I can't lift anything over 10 pounds, and I have to be extremely careful with any of that so that I don't hemorrhage anything. I do have 12 leads that are into the body between the bladder, the bowel, and all of that other stuff to get this to work. So it's kind of funny. They tell you that when you're using your remote to set the stimulation and to set the bladder, I don't know, therapy, you're supposed to do it so you can feel the fluttering in your back or in your butt or wherever, strong enough that you know it's there but not uncomfortable. And the first time I did, I was so afraid to hit that freaking button to go up. I was so afraid that if I hit that stupid button, it was going to hurt like hell. So I kept it about the 0.5 range, and then I started to kind of inch it up. I have since made it up to about 4.5, 5, without it being painful. However, if I go up to that point, the therapy is no longer useful. The pain starts coming back. I do have some other issues. The spasming just goes nuts. So I do have to find a balance between low stimulation and a medium stimulation to where I'm still getting that control, and the implant is still controlling the bladder, the emptying, the spasming, and everything along those lines, except I'm not in pain. So I have to keep that at a decent balance, because if you go too far over, you may not be in pain at that point, but the minute you try to go to the bathroom, your bladder is going to fight back. And it really, really hurts. It is very uncomfortable. So, yeah. I haven't been shocked since the permanent implant has been put in. As you guys know, that I was shocked the first time, or with the trial when I had my tail. It did shock me a couple of times when I was in the truck, and it's Arizona. In Arizona heat, I mean, we were at 115. Yeah, you're going to sweat a little bit. Well, when I started to sweat, I ended up getting an electric shock into my back, which was amazing. Not. So, I did have to watch for that. Other than that, everything else has been going really, really well. I am healing. I do have one lady or one young lady that is asked to do an internship with me. I'm going to take her up on the offer and see how it goes. So basically what I'm going to do with her is I'm going to teach her the ins and outs of what it's like to actually do a review, a cannabis review the way that I do it. Before I ever sit down and turn the camera on to do any one of these reviews, the first thing I have to do is research the strain. And that goes quite far. You have different strains that do well in different climates. So one of the first things I'm going to want to know is what is that climate? Because I mean, if it's a tropical rainforest climate, I'm not going to want to try to do this in the Arizona desert heat when we don't have enough moisture. So there is a lot of research before ever sitting down to actually start smoking the product and putting a video camera on. This one has like a after flavor between a sweet blackberry and strawberry. So that is kind of the berry taste that you're going to get out of a lower temperature dab. I have this all heated up. We're going to grab one more little dab out and see how it goes. This one I'm going to do at a little bit of a cooler temperature. That's why I heated that up before I ever got my dab out. That's one way I know that I'm going to give the banger enough time to cool off, because I get a little impatient and I just want to run with it and smoke. So I have to be careful with that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey Jennifer, how you doing, sweetie? Long time no talk. Oh, here, would you like to see this? This shatter is actually really, really pretty. It is a really clear, see that right up against that gold on the logo there. Do you see how beautiful matching that is? It is just absolutely spectacular. I love when they do this, because this means that it is clean. Yeah, blackberry, strawberry type of a mix with like a sweet cream in there. And then heavy, heavy diesel. If you're really having a hard time when you're tasting some of your strains, if you exhale a little bit through your sinuses, you will notice that it'll taste better. It'll burn like hell, but you'll get a little bit more of that taste that you're looking for, but it'll burn. This one would be amazing in like a lemon meringue pie, or I mean, it would just complement the lemon and the sweetness so well. It is so good. Oh, he's so yummy. So, yep, that's it for now. That is Tina Danza. So good. You guys, I did do a review on Triangle Kush back in, I want to say, August. So this is one of the mothers of this, along with that Georgia Pine. Really, really good stuff. So yeah, great. Hope you guys had a great time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if I can speak. Hit that bell if you want to know when I go live, because all my reviews are live. I want you guys to know exactly how I feel when I'm doing it each and every time. Jennifer. I got Heaven OG, which is really helpful. Also got lotion with THC for the pain. It's amazing. That is cool. I want to do a whole thing with some of the bath salts and the lotions with the THC and the CBD to kind of show a little bit of how those work. Those are amazing products when they're done really, really well. I have not tried Heaven OG yet, though. How is it? Is it good? OG, so it should have kind of a little bit of a raw potato taste to it on the exhale, I believe. All of your OGs, very good, awesome. All of your OGs are going to have kind of that potato, raw potato taste to them on the exhale. With some of those, if you're not getting a lot of that potato, do a hot and hurtful and then cool it down some to about 450 degrees and you'll see it. Amazing for pain and PTSD. You know, I have not found a strain yet that doesn't help with PTSD. So I think that's amazing, and you can't really find that in Big Pharma, because there's a lot of that crap that you're going to take through Big Pharma that even says that it's supposed to help you with PTSD. However, you know, I love the ones that say, oh, it's supposed to, it's, you know, to help you with depression, but it may cause suicidal tendencies. Why do I want to take that? If I'm already depressed and suicidal, why do I want to take something that's going to exacerbate that? Don't think so. So, yeah, no, I've found that most of these strains are really great with PTSD. They're really, really good with most anxiety. However, when it comes to like the anxieties or paranoias or any of those, your full strength sativas are not going to taste that good. They are going to cause some of that uppity, tense anxiety feelings that you're going to have. Yeah. Helps a lot with endometriosis and irritable bowel syndrome. Yes. Yeah, I've actually had 7 surgeries throughout my life just to have endometriosis and endometrial cancer removed. So endometriosis is a horrible freaking disease that, yeah, has a harsh taste. You know, most OGs do have that harsh taste to them. I don't know why, but they do. And I love freaking raw potatoes. So, I mean, I don't know if when I was younger, I'd hit the bars, you know, with all of our friends, and for some reason we all came back to my house and we ate raw potatoes. I always peeled the potato, cleaned it off really good, and then you just ate the potato like you did an apple. I think it's really good. So, alrighty, well, I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to follow me on all my other social medias. Links will be down below. I still have several write-ups to do, but I am out of here for now. Bye, guys. Mad love, as always.